first of 3 here on Thanksgiving Day. The Texans and Lions underway from Detroit. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Walker on the tackle.
Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run here with Swift. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just...
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I would have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
They go back to the ground this time, Swift. So they got 3-1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Stafford. James has got it. Complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I worked in the practices when we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
21-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to miss on the ball. Watson lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 27-yard line.
Now Stafford. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4-yard line.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Second and 12. Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape, and in previous games, it led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Oh, my God. Loose football. And the Texans scoop it.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Houston.
David Johnson. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Lions nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. McKinney, the linebacker, picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Their own 44-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back at the 40-yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's caught out wide by Stills. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Of 9 brings up.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And Stills bringing it in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
On second down now. It's Johnson, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Texans 14. Lions nothing. Taimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start it.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here comes Cobb. Now in 3 series, he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Watson on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
To Duke Johnson.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Watson on third down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's third down and 5.
Here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the year.
Pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent.
David Johnson on his way. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, 74 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Stafford. James has it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Stafford on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Texans 21, Lions 14. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here comes Cobb. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 31 yards.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Nah.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle it.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack, though. Will they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And maybe a measure pressure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a handoff to Swift. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Stafford. Return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. After the interception, here's Watson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is in. Watson lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The The Lions on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Throwing deep for Godwin. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14.
Watson now to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. It's complete. Stills. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Watson. It finds his target, Fuller. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Fuller. 78 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defense coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. James has got it. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Throwing now, Watson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, man, open, it's Fuller for the Texans. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
Makes the score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
42, Lions 14.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick. Trophy should be, he ain't got me in the game now.